Hi, I'm Kangwa. I'm co-founder of Clits, Tits Other Bits, a conversation-based card game helped to open up conversations about the female body, anatomy and pleasure. And that's just what I love to do.
What inspired you to start your business?
I think what inspired me to start my business is my co-founder and I started doing the D&AD project where we did the brief for Teen Vogue, and we realised that we just didn't know anything about ourselves and our bodies. And because I went to a girls' school, was brought up mainly by women, it's just something that I really deeply care about. So hearing my friends not knowing how to label their bits, by their bits I mean their vagina, or being able to not have conversations openly. And I'd always been the friend who was always like, you want to tell me anything, tell me about your discharge, tell me about this. And because I've always been that person, I'd want other people to be able to invite themselves to become that person for themselves, which means advocating through knowledge, and also having the gamification of a game allows it to be something that's seen as fun, but it's actually educating you.
Why do you think that women don't have that education around their bodies?
I think because it's a taboo, it's a shame. Unfortunately, with women, we've always been told, in different cultures about your period, it's dirty, it's wrong. If you have sex, it's wrong. If you do all these things, it's wrong, and it's always been your fault. And I think that's just because of how society has made women feel. And I don't think it's necessarily a thing. I think now, because people are they can be proud about their bodies. It's been now you're getting slut shamed, and I don't think that's how it should be. So, yeah, in a nutshell.
What can we as women do to help change that though?
I think what women can do to change that is to have as much knowledge as they know in their arsenal to know about themselves. I think the only way we can ever see really change is that if we're actually educated. So I think that's how women can really help themselves. But also just being honest, and even if you're not honest with loads of other people, it's just being honest about yourself and being able to advocate for yourself. I think that's how women can change.
What's the best thing about running your business?
I think the best thing about running my business is that I get to say Clits, Tits Other Bits, but also that I can talk about other things that people don't want to talk about. And also it helps me in my own healing journey about myself as a woman. I get to educate and talk to people, but I also get to think deeply about myself and connect with myself as a woman, and really think about mainly every day about what it is to be a woman and how I can deeply help themselves and myself.
If you could give a piece of advice to a woman who's looking to gain more education on her body, what advice would you give her?
The first advice would be to buy Clits, Tits Other Bits, but other than marketing, I would say to really think about who you are, what you want,